Hey guys, Josh from SoccerReviewsForYou.com, bringing you my review plus on-feet video of the Adidas Tubular Dooms. This sneaker has a retail price of $150 US, and if you are interested in a pair for yourself, there'll be a little pop-up on screen as well as a link down below where you can go ahead and purchase the sneakers. So if you're interested in a pair, be sure to go ahead and check that out. And with that being said, let's get right into the review. Alright, so here is a look at the Adidas Tubular Doom. It's a very unique looking sneaker. This is a pair of sneakers that when it originally came out, they definitely were on my radar, but because of the popularity and because of, I guess, the somewhat Yeezy influence that the design of the sneaker has, it sold out pretty much instantly everywhere, so I wasn't really able to get my hands on a pair unless I went into the resale market, which I wasn't at the time willing to do. Since then, I still haven't picked a pair up, but one day, Adidas was really nice. They sent out a little bit of a care package, including this particular pair of sneakers. So thank you so much to Adidas for these. And I finally have a pair of Adidas Tubular Dooms, which I'm actually pretty happy about. I didn't know I was getting a pair. I didn't know what colorway it would be. And I'm happy with the colorway that they ended up sending, being a pretty simple kind of black and white combo. So with this particular shoe, obviously it does have the tubular bottom, which is a little bit different than the, I guess, cheaper tubular shoes that are currently available. These guys retail for $150, so they're nothing too crazy as far as being really expensive, but they're not super cheap either. And basically it's a tubular foam midsole, outsole. There's no rubber here. It's just solid foam. It's got a firmer feel to it. So out of the box, the underfoot cushioning sensation of this shoe will be a little bit stiffer and firmer than you might expect, but it does soften up significantly as you wear them in. At least that was my experience with other tubular variation sneakers. But this has this really cool kind of, I guess, stripped design in terms of how it's very wavy and it just flows throughout the midsole and bottom of the shoe. It's cored out through the middle. And again, I think it just looks really nice. Again, very kind of Yeezy-esque, if you will. And a lot of you guys keep asking me, just as a side note, when and if I will ever get a pair of Yeezys. The answer to that question is I would love to, but I'm really not down to pay any kind of crazy resale price. $1,000 plus for a pair of sneakers in the resale market, just to me, I can't do it. And even if I did buy a pair at that price, I think I'd be too afraid to wear them. So until I can get a pair at retail, which probably will be never, I probably won't have a pair of Yeezys to show you guys on the channel. So sorry about that. As far as the rest of the upper is concerned, this does feature a predominantly prime knit upper, which is a knitted material from Adidas, essentially their variation of Nike's Flyknit. But you can see they've incorporated this pretty interesting pattern on this particular pair. I'm not sure if this is the first colorway to incorporate this pattern. I'm not really up on the latest colorways of the Tubular Doom, but the prime knit, really soft, really flexible, and it's essentially a one-piece sock with this big collar area that is two layers of material that they've essentially folded over on itself. And it's a sock. That's really the best way to put it. And you have that across the entire foot. That's the majority of the upper. You have this elasticated strap that runs on a diagonal across the middle of the foot. And then you have this piece on top that does incorporate the three stripes. It's kind of like a nubuck material. That's on top of everything. Same thing with this heel piece that attaches the laces to the shoe. So the laces, they're there to tighten the shoe, but for the most part, this one piece enclosure is what's going to hold your foot in place. The laces are there just to secure everything. And I guess technically you wouldn't have to use them, although this would kind of pop out on you. You have the little Adidas pull tab right here on the front. Internally, it's very soft. It's all that same sock-like prime knit material. And you do have the little kind of mudguard piece going around the toe area. Same thing extending into the forefoot. And this really nice nubuck. The nubuck they incorporated here, it's black and it actually is quite nice in terms of the quality itself. So overall, I'm really happy with the sneaker. I think it's a lot nicer in person than I was expecting just based on online pictures that I've seen. But really happy with them. Again, thank you so much to Adidas for sending these out. And let me know what you guys think of the Adidas Tubular Doom. Do you love them? Do you hate them? Why or why not? And with that being said, let's move on to the on-feet portion of the video so we can get a better idea as to how these shoes fit and, of course, what the sizing is like. Alright, so here's a look at the Tubular Dooms on feet. On my left foot I have the stock black laces that come with the shoes, and on my right foot I have a pair of junior length white reflective SR4U replacement laces. If you're interested in a pair of replacement laces for yourself, the website to go to is www.sr4ulaces.com. There'll be a little pop-up on screen as well as a link down below in the description of this video. So if you're interested in a pair, be sure to go ahead and check that out. Now in terms of how these things fit and feel on feet, the upper is very comfortable against your foot. It's a very kind of high volume fit in that it doesn't fit very snug at all. There's a lot of room in there, so in terms of width, there's plenty of it, so these will fit just about anybody. I think the weirdest part about the way this shoe fits, and that's not to say that it's uncomfortable, it is actually quite comfortable, it's just kind of unusual in terms of the overall shape and just feel of the shoe on your foot. The heel area is very, very open. You have this collar, but it's extremely loose. It's like a tube sock or something like that, and your heel's not completely locked down inside the shoe. There is a little bit of movement there, but again, it's not enough to cause any kind of discomfort. They're not really made for running in, they're just for casual wear. And I think for casual wear, you're not gonna have any issues with these whatsoever. As far as the outsole is concerned, like I mentioned, it does feel a little bit firm at first. That takes a little bit of kind of break-in time, if you will. It does get a lot more comfortable though, the more and more that you wear them. And overall, it's an interesting sneaker. I think it's cool looking, it's very modern, but it's one of those sneakers that you almost have to kind of plan to wear just because it is so unusual, but that's besides the point. Width-wise, like I mentioned, I think these are going to be suitable for just about anybody. They have some really good width to them. And as far as sizing is concerned, this particular pair is a size 9 US, which is a half size smaller than what I would normally wear in most sneakers, but I would say that they do run a little bit big. So for the most part, I'd recommend going down half a size for the best possible fit if you just want them to fit a little bit more snug. But if you do want an even roomier fit, you probably would be okay staying true to size. It really is just a matter of personal preference. Alright guys, that is it for my review of the Adidas Tubular Doom sneakers. Again, if you're interested in a pair for yourself, you can click the link down below in the description or the little eye in the corner of the screen. If you have any questions regarding this sneaker, leave them down below in the comments and I definitely will get an answer out to you. If you enjoyed today's video, found it helpful and informative, be sure to support it with a like. Subscribe if you haven't already for daily videos, not daily videos. Subscribe if you haven't already for more sneaker reviews, of course. Wrong channel. All of my social media information is linked down below in the description as well. And other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. And as always, thanks for watching.